Welcome to Harmonizing Soul Yoga and Holistic Services. I am Sierra and I am the owner. Welcome. As a yoga therapist, my job is to use the modalities of yoga to help heal myself, to help heal community, my friends, my family, you, my neighbors, the world, humanity as a whole. Yoga can be used to heal the mind, body, and soul. It can heal physically, whether it's a physical injury, condition, disease, or illness. It can heal mentally if you're suffering from a mental condition. Emotionally, helping you understand your emotions so that you can navigate throughout the journey of life. Spiritually, to connect back to faith, connect back to self, connect back to source. Yoga can also be used to help heal trauma, past life trauma, current trauma, chronic trauma, genetic trauma. All right, and we use the modalities such as asana, movement, pranayama, breath, sound, mantras, chanting, singing bowls. All right, we use mudras. All right, we use yoga as a holistic medicine to help heal the mind, body, and soul. And today we're going to focus on yoga for anxiety. Take a moment to think about anxiety. What does it look like? What does it feel like? When you think about anxiety, it's some anticipation of the future, unable to be present and grounded within self. So before we go on treating anxiety, take a moment to think about where that anxiety came from. When and where did it start? When we think about anxiety, we're working with that sympathetic nerve, that fight, flight, or freeze. Okay, so when you think about someone who's having anxiety, they have increased oxygen forming, which is the solar, increased heartbeat, increased circulation, adrenaline is pumping, right? You're having this anxiety, you're anxious, okay? Right? So when you think about anxiety, we're working with the masculine aspect, the solar, the expansiveness. We're working with that sympathetic nerve. And what we want to do is, well, before we go into that, just take a moment to backtrack. I like to think of yoga as a self-automatic driving car. Your autonomic system. We don't have to think about digesting our food, breathing, getting rid of waste. Your body does that for you. Your body's purpose and design is to survive. And by any means, it's going to do whatever it can to survive, all right? Now, when we think about anxiety, something, a person, place, or thing has caused you to feel worry or feel a sense of fear, right? You're unable to be present. So when we think about this self-automatic driving car, we have the ability to put in the programming to get this car to do whatever we want, right? Sort of like the body. How we interact in our external environment is the impression that we leave onto the body, the nervous system, okay? So when we encounter something that is triggering us, our body goes into that automatic state of, okay, when this happens, I need to go into fight, flight, or freeze. So for an example, I used to be homeless. And when I finally got on my feet and I received the bill, it would cause me to have this anxiety attack. Well, it's because I was homeless. So when I think about a bill, I'm like, I gotta get it paid. I gotta get it done. And this bill's not due for like another 30 days. But I'm already in that state of fear and worry because of what has happened in the past. So now every time I encounter a bill or something that makes me feel lack, right? I kind of feel this anxiety. I go into this anxious mode. All right? So these are the type of impressions that we have left on the nervous system. Okay? So when we think about yoga, we're taking this automatic driving car and we're saying, hey, I'm going from an automatic to a manual. Okay? So now you're going to be conscious of your breathing. You're going to be conscious of the fuel that you feed your car, your body, whether it's what you watch, what you eat, the friends and family you keep, Your job, whatever is in your external environment, is the fuel to your body, your car. All right, so be mindful of the fuel you put in, because not all cars take diesel, and not all cars are gonna run on regular. So you gotta understand what your body needs. How do you fuel your body? So as we move into this automatic state, we start to train the body to say, hey, I'm safe. So we start to activate that parasympathetic nerve, that yin, the moon, right? And we start to tell our bodies we're safe. So when you find yourself in that situation where you're feeling anxious and your heart speed racing, what you're going to do is switch that car off from an automatic to a manual. So that breathing that is now being done automatically by the body, you're going to go, no, I'm safe. I'm going to a manual. And you're going to start to control your breath. Now, typically, when you're working with the parasympathetic nerve, you want to work with the exhale. So if inhale is oxygen, solar, exhale is what? The opposite, right? It's slowing down. Okay? We're slowing down the heartbeat. We're letting the body know, hey, we're safe. You're telling the sympathetic nerve, calm down. Parasympathetic nerve is going to take over now. The yin is going to take over now. That moon is going to take over now. All right? As a yoga therapist, one of the ways of treating someone suffering from anxiety or anxiety disorder is to work with the breath, pranayama. And today we're going to work with Nadi Shodhana, also known as alternative nostril breathing. Now, because we're going to be breathing through both nostrils, the nadi channels, the left and the right, we're going to be working with the moon and the sun. Okay, so we're going to work with balancing the body, at the same time regulating and controlling our nervous system. So we're going to come into a nice meditative position. We're going to sit nice and tall, relax the shoulders, and we're going to go into a Vishnu mudra. So we're going to make a fist in either hand. You're going to extend the thumb, the pinky, and the ring. This is your Vishnu mudra. You're going to use your thumb to cover up the right or left nostril completely. And here I'm going to cover up my right. And you're going to take a deep breath in through the left nostril. Using your ring or pinky, you're going to close off the left nostril. Open up the right and breath out. Deep breath in through the same nostril. Close off both nostrils. Open up the left nostril. Breath out. Breath in, same nostril. Close it off. Open up the opposite nostril. And breath out. Let's do a few more. and that is your Nadi breath, or your Nadi Pranayama. Now it's both Lingana and Brahmana, so it works with the sun and the moon. It balances out the left and the right. It also regulates the nervous system, all right?